Listen up. Stop letting them fool you. The highlights, the trophies, the awards, they don't mean anything. You're gonna realize this sooner or later. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete, an entrepreneur, an artist, a scientist, a student, a leader, a warrior, a father, a son. It doesn't matter. You gotta understand something. You see, they'll tell you to chase your dreams. They'll talk about following your passion, about doing what you love. They'll paint a picture of success that seems so close you can almost touch it, but they'll conveniently leave out a few details. Details like the nightmares you'll have to fight to get there, the long nights where self-doubt screams at you from the shadows, the early mornings when your body aches and every muscle begs you for a few more minutes of sleep, the rejections that hit you so hard they make you question everything you thought you knew about yourself. Yeah, that's the real game. That's the real room. And let me tell you, it's not glamorous. It's dark, it's cold, and it's always waiting. Let me take you back to that moment, the night before your biggest game. The air is thick with anticipation. The stadium lights are calling, and every step you take echoes with the weight of expectation. Your team relies on you, your family is watching, and your dreams are hanging in the balance. In that moment, you feel invincible, unstoppable. But under the surface, doubt is whispering, fear is creeping in, and suddenly the enormity of it all threatens to crush you. The opposing team is fierce, the pressure is immense, and the road ahead seems like a minefield of challenges. Are you ready? Because in this arena of life, there are no second chances, no do-overs. Each play is a lifetime, each decision is etched in stone, and the clock keeps ticking. So my question to you is simple, yet profound. Are you willing to pay the price? Every single day, you are presented with 1,000 small choices. Every single day. Do you hit snooze, or do you hit the ground running? Do you binge another show, or do you binge learn a new skill? Do you make an excuse, or do you make a commitment? In those tiny, insignificant moments, the room begins to fill with people who are good, people who are smart, people who are talented. But if you're only good, if you're only smart, if you're only talented, if you're only pretty or only rich or only connected or only have a silver spoon or a golden parachute, you're just another body in the crowd. You're just another voice in the choir. I want you to forget about talent. Forget about luck. Forget about the head start someone else might have had. Because none of that matters when you're facing yourself in the mirror at the end of a long, brutal day. What matters is the promise you made, the oath you took to yourself to outsuffer, to outthink, to outwork every single person who thought they had you beat. This is not a competition against them. This is a war against your own limitations, against the comfort of the couch, against the soft voice in your head that says, it's okay to quit. You can try again tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. The only moment you have is right now. Now, here's what happens. All those times you push yourself beyond what's comfortable. All those times you choose discipline over instant gratification. All those times you pick yourself up after a setback and say, I'm coming back stronger. Those are the moments that forge your character. Those are the moments that build your resilience. Those are the moments that turn potential into power. And when you walk into any room, instead of feeling like a fraud, you carry yourself like a king or a queen. Not because you think you're better than everyone else, but because you know you've earned it. You've paid the price. Think about it. The people you admire the most, the ones who inspire you, the ones who seem almost superhuman in their abilities, they didn't get there by chance. They didn't win because the universe simply smiled upon them. They won because they owned the grind. They fell down more times than you've stood up. They faced rejection and ridicule that would have broken a lesser person. But every time they were knocked down, they got back up with a vengeance. And that vengeance was their work ethic. You see, the room is full. You'll always be surrounded by others. But there can only be one person who is willing to sacrifice more. There can only be one person who is willing to suffer more. There can only be one person who is willing to put in the lonely, unrewarded hours. And that person isn't determined by your genetics or your past. That person is determined by your choice, right now, in this very moment. Are you going to be the person who walks into a room and immediately regrets being there? Or are you going to be the person who walks into a room and commands it? You see, the difference between being good and being great is that extra mile you refuse to travel. It's the extra hour you put in when everyone else has gone home. It's the extra effort you exert when no one is watching. It's the extra sacrifice you make when no one applauds. That's where the magic happens. That's where champions are forged. The key is to focus on what you can control. Focus on your craft, focus on your hustle, focus on your growth. Don't waste energy worrying about whether someone else had an unfair advantage or whether the system is rigged against you, because guess what? It is. And then you have two options. Either complain bitterly about it and do nothing, or realize that the only thing that truly matters is what you do with the cards you are dealt. You see, every single person on this planet has been dealt a different hand. Some started with a full deck, some started with nothing. But it's what you do with what you have that defines who you are. You can either resent the person who has an advantage, or you can use that as fuel to work harder. The choice, my friend, is yours. Here's the deal. Life doesn't owe you anything. You're not entitled to success. You're not guaranteed happiness. And frankly, no one cares about your problems unless you become so exceptional that people can't help but take notice. And here's the beauty of it all. No one can take away your work ethic. They can't steal your drive, your discipline, your dedication. These are yours and yours alone. These are your weapons. These are your armor. These are what define you. You want to know what the secret is? The secret is that there is no secret. It's not some hidden, obscure truth that only a select few are privy to. It's the simple, unwavering commitment to excellence. It's showing up when no one is watching. It's putting in the work when no one is cheering. It's enduring the loneliness of the journey and the pain of the grind. That's the secret sauce. And once you embrace it, once you live it, once you become it, you're not just competing for a spot in the room. You're owning the room. And when you stand in that spotlight, drenched in the cheers of the crowd, you'll know it was all worth it. The sacrifices, the struggles, the setbacks, because in that moment, you're not just a name in the crowd, you're a legend. Now, if you want to go further, if you want to dig deeper into the psychology of success, stay tuned. Because next, we're going to tackle another truth that will shake your beliefs and change your perspective forever.